Hey there, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in and listening. Today, I want to talk about choosing a different experience over choosing an experience of suffering or anxiety or overwhelm. Over the years of feeling chronic pain and having to manage many things on my own, I've had to learn how to sort of override panic and the feeling of suffering so that I don't go crazy. And over the past couple of years, I know that because of world circumstances, more and more people are realizing that tools like this could be really important as more things are occurring in the societal sphere that are challenging to navigate in a peaceful manner. It's good to encourage each other and share how it works for us to have a better experience rather than one of overwhelm or depression or suffering. So that's been my goal with pretty much all the videos that I've been making over the past years. And I'm just continuing to refine and learn how to articulate better these things to share. So for many years, I have been a fine art painter and creating art in various ways. And since my physical challenges have progressed in different ways, it's much easier on my body to be able to share my spirit like this, making recordings. So I really appreciate you being here, and I do hope that some of the wisdom that I've integrated from having to learn pretty quickly, being thrown in the deep end over the past few years, I hope that some of it can help you or someone that you may know that could benefit from it. Share with them. Perhaps it can help them. So today I'll speak specifically on nervous system regulation and having experienced many traumatic experiences throughout my life, and then having the spinal cord injury, and then being paralyzed and having the chronic pain and the different obstacles that come up that I navigate on my own. The number one thing I've learned is that when my nervous system is calm, I'm able to get through the day much easier. And my life experience isn't usurped by pain or trauma. So even though my body may be experiencing discomfort, if I can shift my mindset and do things to help my body come to a place of homeostasis, then I can more easily and successfully get through the day to then that point where I can have a really beautiful, nourishing sleep, or at least try my best to, and do everything that I can do during the day to ensure that that happens naturally so that I can wake up the next day and continue on and not feel that I'm, absolutely losing it and just don't want to be here at all. So, I want to say about nervous system regulation, some things that I've learned that have been really helpful is to mitigate and to eliminate as many distractions and distortions throughout the day and night as I can. As much that's inside of my control, I am going to take care of those things and take charge of my life experience so that I can give myself, like I am a parent, I am a guardian of myself. I am going to give myself the best experience that I can. So I've been integrating and bringing down more into my lower life experience, my lower realms of existence. I've been incorporating the higher octaves of my personality, my characteristics into this lower experience to help me, like a guide or a higher self that I've brought into my day-to-day experience. I once made a video, I think it was 3 years ago, called Be Your Own Beacon or something like that, where I was attempting to articulate this. And this hasn't changed for me. So I want to get better at explaining it because I know it's become a very, very helpful tool. So, nervous system regulation, eliminating and mitigating distortions and distractions which are within your control as much as you can throughout the day and night. So, I don't purchase many things. I don't go out. I don't, frivolously spend any money. But what I do find a priority in spending my money on, if there's a monthly subscription that I can buy for the apps that I use regularly on a daily basis to help me have a better experience, like my music app, Spotify. I listen to beautiful music all through the day and night. Really beautiful music that I've been refining that doesn't have a lot of lyrics, that's not suggesting toxic lifestyles, that's not too crazy, that's just beautiful, sophisticated instrumental music from all around the world. I love listening to. So it helps me while I'm cooking, it helps me while I'm painting. I don't listen to TV, I don't have a radio, I don't choose to listen to movies or watch movies. I love music. And it helps me while I'm gardening, while I'm doing my physical therapy, while I'm doing whatever. It's so beautiful. While I'm listening to that music, if an ad pops up out of nowhere in the middle, and it would drive me crazy, and that would not help my nervous system regulation. So I pay for the premium of Spotify, whatever it is, $12 a month, so that I don't have ads. That has been a game changer. I do not experience advertisements. Also, I love in the evening when I'm resting after I've done all my cooking and physical therapy and gardening and communicating and projects that I need to do, when I'm laying down and resting and watching a podcast or an interview or learning something from someone on YouTube, if an ad comes up in the middle of that, it's incredibly distracting and distorting, and it takes away from my nervous system regulation that I've been working and dedicating myself so much to maintain. It's just a big spike on that. And I pay for the monthly service to not have ads. What is it? Another $12 a month. So those two things, to not have ads during my music and the podcasts and lectures and interviews that I love watching, has been amazing. I'm just going to keep the video short and just talk about a couple of things at a time as I record these going forward. Today, I just wanted to talk about distractions and trying to keep your nervous system regulated and calm as much as you can within your control throughout the day, because it is important to ensure that the right kind of chemicals are being released in your system to help you stay balanced and calm throughout any pain or trauma that you're processing from the past years. The more we can develop these tools and practices to stay calm and override feelings of anxiety and overwhelm and feelings that you're not having a good experience, the easier it becomes, the more habitual it becomes, the more autopilot it happens. And so then when you really are having a challenge, it's easier if your system has a play that it can implement on your side, without you having to put much effort into it, because you've already been practicing this. And I do believe that we're here to have beautiful experiences. I do believe that a lot of distractions and distortions that we're experiencing throughout the day are taking away from our ability to have a beautiful, powerful, even spiritual experience, when you're in a state of calm and rest and really going through a flow, even while you're juggling the things that you have to juggle throughout the day, if you're calm and in a space of nervous system regulation, those experiences can be magical and beautiful, and you can really bring in a lot of life and honor and reverence into those quote unquote mundane everyday activities. You can have a beautiful, fulfilling, and enriching life, even if you're doing things that people could say are boring and just, basic things that you have to take care of. I am a proponent of a simple life, of a slow life. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I've had a lot of experiences where I've gone around the world. I've done a lot of socializing. I've done a lot of, this and that, and been in this, colorful experience and that colorful experience, up and down and all around the roller coaster and the amusement park. And I don't feel like I'm missing out of anything by having the most simple, slow, beautiful life where I can just do a little gardening, make my food from scratch, do a creative project, have a beautiful, enriching conversation with a friend once in a while, listen to gorgeous music, take care of myself, take care of my body, do the healing work that my body has been wanting me to do for so long. A lot of these distractions and distortions take us out of our body and actually disassociate us or numb us from actually being present with our body. A lot of distractions and things that people quickly reach for, it's something reacting out, wanting some sort of dopamine or something, hit. But really, if you didn't have that and you had to sit with yourself and ask yourself, what is it that you're really reaching out for? There's work to be done, emotional work to be done in that space. And so I really think it's important for us to be brave and continue along the path to do this work for our bodies, for our life experience. And the more and more and more we do it, the more we can be permission for ourselves and for others to have this sort of a lifestyle, because the denial and the repressed, unprocessed, angst and uneasiness and, numbing and pushing things down or pushing things away or disassociating, that's creating so much of a volcano, and it's not utilizing our energy wisely. When we can take back our energy and focus and push those distractions and distortions away and say, no, I don't agree to that. I am responsible and I have access to 100% of my energy and attention, and I want to use it for my healing and for the beauty and for integrating more spirit and light and love into this field. I think there's a lot of empowerment in that. And so I'm going to end this video now and just want to say thank you for listening. And I hope you have a beautiful day and keep on keeping on.